Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we will be painting a beautiful and easy landscape, and all the materials I will be using are listed down in the description box, so you can of course check it out. We won't be using a lot of colors, actually only 4 colors: Ultramarine, Sepia, Cadmium Yellow Medium and Burnt Sienna. For the sky, I'm using now Ultramarine and Sepia, mix of those 2 colors, and I did add a bit more of Ultramarine and a little bit less of Sepia, and I'm not painting in the entire sky. Yes, I did pre-wet the paper, that is, I forgot to say that, I did pre-wet the entire paper, and then I'm just in a horizontal strokes adding the clouds. And as I said, I'm not painting the entire sky, but just, well, actually I'm going around the clouds and painting with that mix of Sepia and Ultramarine, some of them. Later on I'm adding Burnt Sienna underneath my clouds to make it look like there is some luminance from the sun that is setting in our horizon, and again adding a little bit of that mix to make it a little bit darker. You can add as much as you want Burnt Sienna and as much as you want also that mix of Ultramarine and Sepia, and do it until you're happy with saturation of your colors. And right now this is just added a little bit of Burnt Sienna into the mix of the other 2 colors, and I'm just going underneath some of the clouds, making them a little bit darker, and I did that after the paint completely dried. Again, after that I left it to dry and then pre-wet the entire paper again. And with Burnt Sienna I'm just painting in the grass, actually not really grass, there's a weed, some flowers, well, some plants. And right now using Sepia again to do the same thing, and I'm using the side of my bigger round brush to make the impressions of those grasses going upwards, and Sepia I used in the lower part to make it a little bit darker and make it look like as it is in shadow. With the script brush I'm now doing longer grasses, longer stems, and also adding a little bit of them in Sepia. Right now I'm sprinkling some Sepia because I want those I want them to look as there are some flowers, some tops of my grasses, and repeating the same step when it completely dries, again using Burnt Sienna, then a little bit of Sepia later on, and again doing some of the stems in the same colors. When finished, it did look a little bit flat to me, so I picked up some of the paint with my wipe, and then later on with a little bit more of Sepia I'm adding more shadows, more darker stems in the lower part of my painting. And then with this old fizzled and ruined brush I'm just picking that paint upwards and making it look like there are again some grasses or stems. When doing a first layer, I did pre-wet my paper, and the stems that I did in Burnt Sienna and Sepia are now looking blurred, and as they are not in a focus, they are far further away from us. And right now I did not pre-wet the paper and I'm painting stems on a dry surface because this time I want them to look a little bit more in focus and I don't want them to look blurred. Also, I'm wiggling my brush, and that is the way to make those stems look a little bit uneven, a little bit thicker or thinner somewhere, and also not make them in a straight line, but just wiggly a bit. Then on the top of some of them, I'm adding a little bit of, I'm not sure how to call them, seeds maybe, or top of those flowers, those stems. And also with the side of my script brush added a little bit more texture. Then again with that old fizzled brush I'm just tapping in the tops of some of my weeds, some of my grasses, and I want them to look as though there are seeds going everywhere, and so I'm just stopping in, not really being careful to make any particular shape. And the middle part is going to be a little bit darker because there are more seeds there. When spreading outwards, it will be a little bit lighter, and you can really notice that there are less of them in that part. And after that, I added a little bit more splatters in sepia and also in a white gouache, and did a little bit again the lower part. Added a little bit more grass in the lower part with sepia to make it a little bit more darker, and again some with white gouache. And then again some stems in a white gouache to highlight it a little bit. And with that, I'll be finishing off this painting and of course this video. Thank you a lot for watching this one also, and I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button and comment, share it, and if you haven't still, please subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot to me, and well, I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!